Hey folks, it's Brent Downing with the Downing Team Real Estate Group here at Century 21. Hey, welcome to episode 6. Today we're going to talk about some top mistakes that home sellers make when trying to sell their home. For me, the biggest mistake you can make is picking the wrong agent. Now, how do you pick the right agent? Well, first of all, look for an agent that is going to answer their phone when you call, right? I mean, just the basics. That will get back to you, that's professional, and then that has sold some homes in your market. Somebody who knows your market, okay? Somebody who will tell you what you need to hear and be straightforward with you, not necessarily agreeing with everything you say. If you get an agent that comes in and agrees with everything you say, you're not the expert on the real estate market. Your agent is supposed to be, okay? So to me, picking the right agent is the most critical thing you can do. You can look up reviews online on Zillow.com or places like that and get past client reviews, or you can ask them for references. Either way, that is probably the most important thing in selling your home. The second most important thing, or I guess the biggest mistake people make, is they overprice their homes. We talked a little bit about that in episode 5. Price is everything, well, almost everything in marketing your home. Even a bad marketing job, if your home is priced right, it will sell. It'll just take longer usually. Maybe you won't get as much money for it. So that to me is the second biggest mistake you can make in marketing your home. The third most common mistake in marketing your home is not making repairs, like simple repairs. Things like, buyers would notice when they walk through your home. Maybe some wood rot on a door frame, or maybe something the dog chewed up, things like that are simple to fix and don't cost too much. The fourth big mistake that I would say people make is there's too much clutter in a home. Like when you are looking at a house online, the pictures, if you see a bunch of junk or bookcases full of stuff or toys scattered all over the house, it just takes away from your house, and buyers can't see your house. All they see is your stuff. So they might pass it by online and never even come look. So that to me, I would go ahead and get a bunch of boxes, pack up the stuff and chunk it all in the garage where no one cares about it, or get you a rental pod to store it in. Another mistake that I see a lot, and you don't hear a lot about this, but is not allowing adequate access to your house. I've done studies over the course of my years in real estate and found that for every 10 times a seller says, no, I can't show it that day, let's reschedule for tomorrow, or we'll have to do it next week, 8 out of 10 of those buyers will not come back, or their agent won't schedule or reschedule it again. So you miss out on a lot of showings. They go find something else they like better or whatever. It's very important that you have your house pretty much show ready at all times when you're marketing it. And you can get agents in and out of there when they want to see it, not necessarily when is the most convenient time for you. The last big mistake I see is sellers get super emotional about their house, like they're really attached to it still, haven't thought about it as a property anymore. It's still their home. And I get that. I mean, I've lived in several homes myself. When you go to sell, you pretty much need to divorce yourself from that property and think of it as a property that you're selling, not a place where is home or that you live. And then if you get a lowball offer, or somebody wants to come in and you find out they want to remodel it or whatever, hey, that's cool. Let them do that. As long as they'll pay you what you want for it, it's all theirs. So to me, those are some things that we need to avoid when we're trying to sell our home for top dollar in the quickest amount of time. If you have any questions about any of that, or have any other ideas for subjects you'd like to hear us cover, like us on our Facebook and direct message us there, or call me on my cell or email me, and we'll see you next week.